here we have blueberry jam. I did another blueberry jam video, but it's kind of jacked, so I thought I'd try again. I let my blueberries thaw out this time, just for the point of it. The recipe is 4 cups blueberries, 2 cups sugar, and 1/4 cup lemon juice. You need the lemon juice to lower the pH in the jars, so that when you can it, it will be preserved. So the first thing you're going to do, this is super easy, you're going to put your blueberries and your lemon juice in the pot, okay? And you're going to do this, just these two, for a while. Your 4 cups of blueberries and your 2 cups of lemon juice are going to work together. And so the heat is just going to start bringing the juice out of the blueberries. Alright, these blueberries are from my garden. I got some pretty big ones in there. I don't know if you can see that. But I also have some small ones. I have 2 dwarf blueberry bushes that I did not expect to be as prolific as they were this year, since it was their first year here. And so, yeah, we got lots. I've got tons of them. I'll be making blueberry jam until I die, I feel like. Now, this isn't going to give you a whole lot. Maybe 2 8-ounce jars of blueberry jam will come from this recipe. You can always double it if you want to. I just prefer for these to be, I just prefer to do it this way because, you know, small batches, because the flavor is better and you're less likely to just jack things up. So our first step here is to bring these to temperature, you know, over a medium-low heat. You're going to bring them to a boil. As we're going through, as they're heating up, we're going to be mashing them. It's my janky little masher there. You know, it's potato masher, whatever it takes to just smack the crap out of those berries and get the juice out, because the juice that's in there is what makes your jam base, and that's really important. This is not my first batch of blueberry today or this year, and it probably won't be my last. You can only give away so many blueberries, you can only eat so many blueberries, you can only can so many blueberries, and you can only make so much blueberry jam. So here we are. We are making blueberry jam. All in all, you know, you really need to wait until these heat up a little bit before you start mashing. Now, while we're waiting on that, let's talk a little bit about canning these as well. I'll be doing a canning video later. Most of my jam videos I did today, you'll hear I'm doing a canning video later, I'm doing a canning video later. Well, that's because I'm doing a canning video later. All of my jars and lids are boiled. And again, in this for the 50th time today, all these jam videos are going to tell you, do not, once they're boiled, do not touch the inside of the jar, do not touch the rim of the jar, and do not touch the inside of the lid. They need to be sterile. You can make people sick if you get germs and things like that in there. So, let's see. Water bath canning is how you usually can most jams. And that's, you know, because you can bring the pH up high, you know, you can bring the pH down low enough to can it and it'd be fine. Now, with things like vegetables, you have to pressure can those. You really do. And everything, you have to also remember, everything that you are canning is going to have a different time frame. Different frame of time in which, you know, you need to can it. 99% of jams are going to be a 10-minute water bath. Now, water bathing is determined by how far above sea level you are. So really you're going to do a 10-minute water bath if you're anywhere between 1,000, you're at sea level, or you're anywhere between 1,000 and 6,000 feet above sea level. Anything higher than that, you're going to go 15 minutes. If you're in the frickin' Andes and you're higher than that, you're going to go 20 minutes. You know, not sure who wants to be that high up, but more power to you. I've been to some tall mountains. They're fun to visit. I don't know if I want to live there, but you know. However, one of the things on my bucket list that I have not completed, because you know it is what it is I want to climb the stairs to the Dalai Lama's temple, even though the Dalai Lama isn't there anymore. I still want to do it, just you know, because I feel like that is one of the many things that one could accomplish in life, and be able to say, you know, not everybody in the world did it. I have traveled quite a bit, done quite a bit. I was sick at a pretty young age, and when faced with mortality, one just decides to live. So, as all went down, yeah. So, you know, most of my bucket list is done. I've only got a few things left. I want to climb the stairs to the Dalai Lama's temple. I want to go to the North Pole and the South Pole. Not sure how feasible the South Pole is, but the North Pole would be fun. $20,000 to freeze to death, you know what I mean? Either way, yeah. But in the everyday life, you got to find joy in things. And the joy I find is in things like making jam. Even if I am tired of blueberries, because I have 10,000 blueberries. You'll have to excuse me, I've literally been canning, or I've literally been making jam all day. And then after I'm done, because I can't just let them sit, after I'm done I have to can them. And so we're going to do a canning video today, whether, you know, if it kills me, literally, because I don't want to lose all of this jam that I just made today. I think that would be so messed up. Also, just when you're, especially when the pot gets a little hotter, you're going to want to be careful when you're smashing these here blueberries. You'll jack yourself up. That's no fun. I will say that I've already made and canned all the jam I'm going to keep for myself this year. So right now I'm working on giveaways, stuff, you know, to give to the fam for the holidays, and you know, stuff like that. Got to give some to Miss Dodie. She's my next door neighbor. That girl's batty as all get out. She makes me look normal, okay? Most of these projects I do are because I feel abnormal. And I need to do something to get my brain together. I call it gardening and building my way towards sanity. Now, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I don't get sanity mistaken with like maturity. That's never gonna happen. I still can't drive past dicks without laughing. I can't even say it without laughing. You know, and I have a real hard time saying Uranus. Did you know you can fit 6 Earths in Uranus? Oh shit, I snorted. Anyway, so yeah, I want to give some to Miss Dodie. Give some to the mail carrier. You know, give some to whoever is clever. I think everybody in the world's going to get some blueberry jam this year. Anyway, So yeah, this is a pretty tedious process, so I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up for you, okay? Now I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. A tablespoon of salted butter will keep your jam from foaming up all crazy and keep you from having to skim off skim off foam later. Sounds weird, but it works. Now we're at a fairly decent simmer. We are going to go ahead and add our sugar. I'm gonna fill it all in there. And then we're actually, once we get it all stirred in, we're gonna change our heat to a medium-high heat. Okay? Now that we've gotten all the juices to come out, we've created this lovely jam base with all of that juice from all of those big fat blueberries I got this year. So we're going to change our heat to a medium-high heat. At which point we're going to go ahead and cook this thing for about 20 minutes, stirring pretty consistently, especially towards the end. You don't want it to burn. That's no Gouda. No Gouda at all. But yeah, so again, this part is fairly tedious, so I'll go ahead and speed it up for you. Okay, so this is a very splattery recipe, which is why I put this on here. I've still got about 3 minutes left. I want to check it though. I'm going to see if we're done, because it looks like with the consistency and the way it's acting, I think we might be. We'll find out. Yep, we're done. So we're going to take it off the heat and pull it off of here. We have a good blueberry jam going on. I'm going to take a second and clean up because this is ridiculous. Redonkulous. And while I'm cleaning up, I guess I should mention, save the earth, guys. I use a lot of Grove products. This is a biodegradable, chemical-free cleaner that works. Everything in my house is now covered in blueberry splatters, including me. Alright, so we are there. We've got we're perfectly set up. We should be able to get 2 8-ounce jars of blueberry jam out of this. I'm excited. So, again, my lids and jars have been boiled, so I don't have to worry. And sterile. It's all nice and clean and sterile. We don't want to put anything in our jar that could possibly make somebody sick. Probably put a little more in there. About a 1/4 inch headspace. And remember, you need that 1/4 inch of headspace to, that's the air that is going to help the can to seal. You're going to get 2 and possibly a little bit more than 2 8-ounce jars of blueberry jam out of this recipe. You can double the recipe if you want. That just doubles your cooking time, but also increases the chance that your jam will scorch. This is going to be the little extra here. You could double the recipe, but that just increases the chances of your jam scorching on the bottom, which is what you don't want to do. That shouldn't be on anybody's list of crap to happen. Just information for you. Now, you cannot can a partial jar of anything because the headspace is important. Where you need enough headspace, you don't want too much headspace. It's bad either way. So yeah. Alright, now that I have gotten both of my jars are ready to go, just going to kind of get any bubbles out of there. I want to release them. But with blueberry jam, you don't get bubbles as badly or as often. And we're going to pop that on there. Throw our rings on there. Finger tight, as always. It must be finger tight. It's important that you don't do it down too tight because that'll just mess with things. But yeah. So, guys, we've reached the part of the video where I say we're ready for canning. I'll do a video on canning later. Well, turns out later is now. So I will be doing a video on canning. That's my next stop is to do a video on canning. I've got a whole bunch of jam to can today. So, see you in the next video. Blueberry jam.